What you think about, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create. This was written by Buddha. The law of attraction has been around since the beginning of time. It just was never called the law of attraction. Wise beings just knew the power of the tongue, and their thoughts had everything to do with creation. But over the last decade, this law of attraction has gained much publicity since celebrities like Oprah Winfrey, Jim Carrey, and Arnold Schwarzenegger, and many others have talked about their law of attraction success story. But you don't hear about practical blue-collar experiences. We're so caught up in the materialistic aspect of the law of attraction, thinking that riches and material wealth is the reward of it. But it's far from the truth. Many people have been led to believe that all you got to do is think happy thoughts and everything will work out the way you envisioned it. But they soon discover that it's far from the truth. This leads to too many people giving up and throwing away their dreams, going back to the rat race and the job that's slowly sucking the life out of them. I'm here to tell you that it does work, but too many people lack the patience, the persistence, the passion, purpose, and the perseverance. Everyone wants this instant gratification, and I hate to say it, but society is becoming soft. Resistance is a good thing. The problem is too many people allow this resistance to keep them from rising up and reaching greatness. Now, a diamond cannot become a precious stone without going through the fiery furnace. And the same thing is with every aspect of our life. We attract what we are thinking about, but what happens is we hit a brick wall. We hit this resistance, and it forces many people to give up. And this changes the way they think. It changes their emotional well-being and how they act. Too many people are putting a dollar sign on success and manifestations. But does money really make you happy? Money is merely a tool. What money does for us is it provides freedom. And when you connect to that inner feeling of what it would be like when you were free from the chains of financial burdens, debt, free from going to a job that's unfulfilling and just draining the energy out of you, draining the life out of you, then you start realizing that money is not what we're seeking. We're seeking well-being. We're seeking happiness, joy, freedom, being able to travel the world. It's far from the money. We all are attracting the life that we so desire or don't desire, whether it's the words you're speaking, like I'll never get that job, I'll never get the guy, or I'll never get the girl, and all of a sudden you wake up and you realize that everything that you say is the truth. Whether you speak it or you think it, your body acts accordingly, and you continually get in the same crap. I'm always sick, and accordingly to that, you're always sick. You're always broke. But if you start paying attention to your mental chatter that's going on, and then you notice what's being drawn into your life, it is working for you. It's just not how you would like it, right? Now, when I was younger, I've had a lot of struggles in my life. I was driving jalopy cars. I lived in a rundown trailer house. We were broke and dead. It was a burden on my relationship, my marriage. But I had to make a choice. Just like every day in my life, I have to make a choice, just like you. I could continue bitching and moaning about my circumstances, or I could make a change. And that's what I did. I hit the road. I was an electrician, and I traveled around looking for work. And I was able to make a substantial amount of money in a short period of time. And I paid off debt. We created a savings account, and things started rolling and coming our way. Now, manifestations and the law of attraction, it all works. I set an intention to get a job, a better job, to make more money, and then I went out there and I did the work. Action is one of the things that seals the deal, to have the faith that it's all going to be done. But it didn't work out just like everybody thinks it's going to. It was difficult. I got my ass kicked. I didn't get every job I was looking for. And then in order to make this amount of money, I had to work my freaking ass off. I worked 7 days a week, 12 hours a day. But getting into that overtime, I was able to make time and a half, double time, and the money started compounding, and I actually was able to get ahead. But my point is, I was able to do the work. I was able to manifest more money, but it didn't just fall in my lap. I didn't just sit on the couch and wait for things to happen to me. I didn't make $1 million, but I was able to make a 6-figure income. But it took action, it took energy. After that, my wife, my family was able to come down, and I continued working. But as we reached that goal, I set new goals. I wanted to get back home, to be closer to my family, my wife's family. I wanted to get back to our hometown. So I set goals. I furthered my education. I got my degree. I started putting out my resume and set an intention and just let it fall out into the ethers of the universe and let the universe, God, whatever we want to call it, handle the rest of it. And I got this phone call that it was pretty amazing. The more I talk about it, the more it gives me goosebumps. But I got this phone call from back home from my business manager. There was a job opening back home, and they were looking for a person to fulfill this job, and he thought of me. Now, out of all the hundreds of people that were on the books and stuff, he called me. And this wasn't even the job that I applied for, but we call it the law of attraction, call it manifestations or whatever. It all came together. But everything that I have done has been because of action, setting an intention, doing the work, and then having the faith that it's all going to come together. And it never worked out just real easily. It was a struggle. But I was able to persevere. I was able to keep pushing forward. I never gave up because I've always had the sight of my vision. And I always had the belief that it's going to come together. It's going to work out. It has to. But since all these different things that I've learned about manifesting and the law of attraction, my life has just kept on getting better. My finances has increased. I got the job. I was able to build my house, my dream house. I no longer live in a trailer house. I no longer live in travel trailers. And I got a brand new vehicle that I was able to pay for. I was able to pay off a substantial amount of debt. But it all came down to my mindset, what I was fueling my mind full of, and to be able to believe that I was able to accomplish these things and to rise up above my challenges and to keep moving forward. Life is a struggle, but I never gave up, and neither should you. And it all comes down to your belief, whether we believe that we're only worth X amount of money, but this is just a belief in our mind. And if we can break free from these chains and we can progress and we can be better each day, we can rise up as living life warriors to live our best life or live a better life. I mean, gosh, too many people just settle. Why is that? It's because of our beliefs. But I was able to progress. My marriage has been great. We're able to go on more vacations. Just so many great things have happened to me just by changing my mindset, having a better belief, trying to have a more positive attitude. I'm here to tell you that you can have anything your heart desires. You can manifest anything. But you must become a living life warrior. You must become disciplined with your mindset, disciplined with your actions. And you must be patient, persistent. You must be fueled with passion and purpose, and persevere.